Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Bossart, Vice President of Business Development and Marketing here at Coleman Health Services. And this is my co-host for tonight, Regional Development Executive Stacia Erdis.
You may be wondering where we are tonight. We are actually in the home of Coleman's Communications Director, Kathy Myers. She and her husband, Tom, have graciously opened up her home this evening for our 33rd annual Stay Right at Home event.
We're so grateful that you've chosen to join us this evening. Whether you're sitting on your couch at home or relaxing at your dinner table, we are glad you are right at home with us tonight. And we would not be here without our 59 generous sponsors. I'd like to specifically point out 4 of our presenting sponsors. Genoa Healthcare provides pharmacy locations in 4 of our facilities and is available to our clients, our staff, and the community. The Fowler family is a longtime supporter of Coleman Health Services. In fact, Jeff is a member of our board, and Stephanie is a former employee and a member of the Right at Home committee. PNC Bank is a great friend to Coleman, and our relationship with them is important to us. And finally, Fit Technologies provides all of our IT services at our many locations. These 4 sponsors know that Coleman has been there during the current mental health crisis and for more than 40 years, providing help to over 30,000 people in Ohio every year. And we do it regardless of their ability to pay. That includes psychiatry, counseling, case management, employment services, and housing.
And we're going to talk more about our services that Coleman offers in a little bit. And we're going to meet 2 of our clients whom Coleman has helped to live successful, independent lives. But first, we want to remind you that our online auction is open until 8:30. So you do have about an hour and a half yet to bid on those, and we're going to look at some of those items in a few minutes. However, the raffles, you only have about a half hour left. Those will close at around 7:30, and there's a couple great items that you're going to want to get in on. One of them is actually right behind us here up on the mantle, and this is a painting by Jans Lenz Hatch, who was a wonderful artist here in Kent. And this is just a stunning piece that would look great in any home. Raffle tickets for this beautiful painting are only $10 each, or 3 for $20. This painting is valued at $2,500.
We also have a Stock the Bar raffle with 2 chances to win. First place wins a big basket of bottles that includes some amazing options, such as a 12-year-old bottle of Macallan Scotch in a monogrammed bottle, some Hendrick's Gin, and Altos Tequila, among others. And second place in that raffle wins a mini bar with all sorts of mini bottles of great spirits. It's all that you'll need to enjoy the upcoming holiday festivities with your friends and families. We're also featuring a wine pull tonight where everyone who enters is a winner. For $20, you win at least a $20 bottle of wine. And 2 people tonight will win a bottle of wine valued at $100 and pictured here on your screen.
All right, and we want to talk to you now about all those great auction items that you can go online and bid on. We have some beautiful art pieces, everything from paintings to woodworking. And for those sports fans, you might consider getting a fire pit. If you're a Browns fan, Cleveland Browns fan, or a Buckeye fan, those fire pits compliments of Comco Industries, made locally. We have a lottery tree. We have some amazing experiences, including an all-inclusive trip to Los Cabos, which includes airfare. We have a golf trip to Monterey. And how about this? You might think it's out of your price range, but if you grab 5 other couples, you could spend a luxury vacation at Castillo del Mar in Manzanillo, Mexico. Now, this property comes complete with your own pool, private beach, personal chef. I think, Steve, there's a cleaning staff and a house manager to help you plan your trips. And we also have a beautiful piece of jewelry. It is a royal Persian necklace. And this is worth $300, and it really is stunning. This might be the time to get your Christmas shopping done early, or maybe purchase that necklace for one of your staff, Steve.
Well, we'll talk about that. I don't know which one. I work with all women, so it would be a tough choice. If you've not yet registered for tonight's event, you can get to the items by texting right at home to 76278 or visit rightathome.givesmart.com. So again, please text right at home, all one word, to 76278 or visit rightathome.givesmart.com. If you don't see anything you like on the auction tonight, we hope you'll still consider supporting Coleman Health Services with an online donation. So all of the proceeds tonight will support the clients Coleman helps in 22 Ohio counties. That's a quarter of the counties in the state of Ohio, from Kent to Lima to the Mahoning Valley to the Ohio Valley. Especially in these pandemic times, our services are needed now more than ever. Our crisis services are so important. I also heard last week in a meeting that we are providing more than $150,000 a month in charity care to our clients who desperately need our help but just cannot afford to pay. Coleman is still here for them. So your support of tonight's event will help us to continue to reach some of the most vulnerable people in our communities.
And we're really proud and honored tonight to introduce you now to Daniel, one of those Coleman clients. Daniel and his two younger brothers have lived with their grandmother since their mother lost custody of them. The grandmother, Karen, also will share tonight how Coleman has helped her over the years.
My name is Daniel McLean Smoke. I'm 19 years old and I will be 20 in December. I used to have really bad anger problems when I was little, and I just couldn't control it back then. So that's when I have decided to go to Coleman Health Services.
Daniel has progressed beyond my wildest dreams. He has. And I know it's because of his counselors. I'm convinced it is. He will tell me, I need Miss Danielle. I need her badly. When do I see her? They ask me. I don't have to push them in the door. They go. It's just amazing. And it just smooths. It gives them a level playing field. And I wouldn't have that without Coleman.
Seeing a counselor has helped me a lot when I still have my bad temper and everything, because I don't want to let the negative emotions take control of me. The reason why we are here at the Kent City School District Bus Garage is because this is where I work, Mondays through Thursdays. So what I do is I wash the buses before rinsing it off. I am very proud of it, and I feel very confident about it too. It makes me feel very happy, and I work very hard here by taking my time and not rushing through the job. My best thing to do is just to explain to that person about the negative emotions taking control of you and how it's not very healthy. And I will also tell that person to think before you act. Another thing I would say is, if you're having a problem, talk to someone immediately and don't fuss up about it. Talk about the negative emotions one at a time. I would definitely recommend Coleman to someone else.
Who do you know that hasn't experienced problems with mental health? I don't know of anybody that hasn't. It is so prevalent. Coleman has fit the bill as far as relief for people who are suffering. And it doesn't happen for free. Government subsidies are shrinking, and if I were wealthy, I would leave huge amounts of money for mental health. It is so badly needed, and it doesn't matter whether it's a tiny little tot or a person, a senior citizen, even older than I am. Everybody from time to time needs help, and Coleman is surely the place to go in our area, and it's growing from our area. It's just about everywhere. It's an awesome, awesome institution, and it does need help.
I've come a long, long way from learning what I did at Coleman, so thank you, Coleman, for helping me to get where I am today, a responsible, reliable, and really useful young man. I appreciate all the things you guys do for me, and I'm very grateful for it too.
Wow, Stacia. Impact. I mean, every day, thousands of stories like that are happening across the Coleman footprint. Thank you, Daniel and Karen, for sharing that story tonight. It's stories like theirs that remind us how lucky we are to have Coleman serving people in our communities. It is estimated that 1 in 4 people will have a mental health issue in their lives. 1 in 4. As I mentioned earlier, we are serving about a little over 30,000 clients per year. One thing I've learned working in the mental health field, the work we do gives our clients the opportunity to live healthy and productive lives. I hope you share in the pride that I feel for Coleman Health Services and the impact that we're having helping Daniel and his family.
And, you know, Daniel is the reason why we're here tonight, because asking for your help. And I think a lot of us, even through the pandemic, have really kind of had a sense of what it can feel like to feel isolated or to need to talk to somebody. And your gift of $100 or your bid on an item for $100 can help one person get counseling who might not otherwise be able to. If you were to give or bid $1,000 on an item, that could have helped 7 people who might not be able to typically get help. You can keep bidding, as we said, on a lot of really great items until 8:30. However, again, the raffle, that's going to close in about 10 minutes. So if you want to buy a raffle ticket, again, for the beautiful painting behind me, the goose on Twin Lake, or you want to buy a Stock the Bar ticket or 2 or 3 to maybe win that, that will just be available for a few more minutes.
Just think about that trip to Manzanillo. You know, if get on the phone, work the phone, get your 5 other couples together. If you can put together $2,000 a couple, you can be on a great week-long trip in Manzanillo, Mexico with a chef. I keep saying the chef.
I know.
I don't know about you, but I like to eat. And
That's
you
right.
give me a chef, I'm going to be happy. So,
No cooking or cleaning, right?
That's right. Just sitting in the pool in Manzanillo, Mexico, looking out over the ocean. So take a look at that one. So this summer, our president and CEO of 36 years, Nelson Burns, retired, the end of an era for Coleman Health Services. He joins us now with his successor, Hattie Tracy, who stepped in the president and CEO role just last month and really has hit the ground running. But before we hear from these 2 leaders, please don't forget to text Right at Home to 76278 or visit rightathome.givesmart.com. So Nelson and Hattie, thank you for joining us tonight, Right at Home.
Stacia, thank you so much. Great job. You know, welcome all to the Right at Home. As the retired president and CEO, I can easily think back at all of the wonderful events that we've had at Right at Home, close to 33 years now, in supporting funds to help our clients who are indigent, meaning they don't have no ways of spending and paying for their funds. Well, it's an honor to be here as a retired president and CEO, and we're honored to serve more than now 35,000 people in our 22 counties. I want to take a minute and finally introduce our new president and CEO. What's your name? Oh boy, excuse me. I'm sorry, Hattie. Hattie Tracy, who took over this last month. Now I'm fully embarrassed. And I'll officially welcome.
Thank you, Nelson.
I was going to call you Stacia.
I know. Well, it gets confusing.
It does.
So many names going around, live cameras. It can be stressful.
It does. Thank you. That broke the ice, though.
It did. It totally did. It makes it a little more real, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, welcome.
Thank you, Nelson. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to really follow in your footsteps with an organization that I am so passionate about, with their mission and vision and where they're going for the future and where they've come from. And I really know with your continued support and help behind the wheel, guiding me, that Coleman will continue to be a leader in behavioral health in the state of Ohio, and I'm really excited to have this opportunity.
Well, we're really excited to have you. You know, there were well over 100 resumes, professional resumes, with a national search to be selected. And I'm wondering if you could kind of give us some insight on some priorities for Coleman as the new leader at Coleman.
Yeah, absolutely. Coleman was recently awarded a SAMHSA grant to become a certified community behavioral health center. And really what that focuses on is being able to provide much more holistic care to the individuals we serve. So providing not only mental health services, but substance abuse services and physical health services on site at our different locations. And for me, I mean, that just excites me to be able to really wrap around the services to the individuals we serve and to see them get better in so many different facets of their lives and continue to push that mission and vision is really exciting to me. I'm also really excited to be able to partner with the multiple communities that Coleman is in and really look at what are the needs in those communities, what are their struggles, and how can Coleman partner with them to have a more healthy community so that people can thrive and really reach their goals and be successful, which is something that is so important, just the recovery behind mental health and substance use disorders.
Yeah, it's very important, isn't it? Well, recently you and I took a trip to Boston in a small car with our spouses, and I got to know a little bit more personally about you and Joe. Maybe you could share with the audience a little more personal information about your family.
Yeah, it would be my pleasure. My husband, Joe, and I have been married for 6 years. He's a school psychologist for Brunswick City Schools. Two of us in the same field, not always the best combination, but we still get along. And we have two beautiful little daughters, Louisa, who will be 5 in November, and Annabelle, who will be 3 in October. And I will tell you, Nelson, they are ornery and they keep us on our toes. So we are on the go all of the time. And I have a very supportive family. Both my parents are very supportive. I have brothers and sisters who just really helped me get to where I am, and I so appreciate their support. But Nelson, you're technically supposed to be retired, not really, because you're the vice president of HR right now in the interim, but I'm assuming at some point you really want to retire. And so what do you think you and Suzanne will do?
Well, we don't have solid plans, but we've got some priorities. One is that I get to sleep in a little bit and do a lot more biking in the fresh air and not have those pressures of trying to get back to a meeting or other strategies. The other thing that we really want to do is spend more time with our grandson, who's in Cincinnati with my son, and spoil him as much as possible, and then just drop him off to my son to deal with. So we're really looking for more time with my grandson.
Oh, that'll be great. I'm a little bit jealous. I don't get to drop mine off anywhere. I don't get to spoil them and drop them off. I get to spoil them and reap the benefits of that on a daily basis. So that's great. Really exciting.
We're both very, very lucky, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Well, Nelson, before we go, I have something to present you with that hopefully my hands aren't too shaky. But on September 20th, our board passed a resolution for you to be the CEO Emeritus and have that status with Coleman because of all of what you have done for Coleman and all of the communities that you have impacted. I only hope to be able to impact as many communities and people as you have. So,
Well, thank you very much. I know and I have faith that you will, because you are a smart person and a great professional. And I think the board did a fantastic job in selecting you.
well, thank you.
You have my great support. This is an honor. I'm not too sure what it means, but
You
it's an honor.
still can't step on my toes. I mean,
It's an honor to be recognized. Well, since you gave me a gift, I have a few gifts for you.
oh, great.
Yes, and since the staff didn't even trust me with what to give you, they
Well, you did forget my name a little bit ago,
exactly.
Nelson.
So they're probably smart in doing that, but they numbered the actual gifts so I wouldn't screw it up.
oh,
So
my.
people can appreciate, I don't follow too much detail in my life. So first of all, it's a $10 gift certificate in the morning to wake up on, because you're going to need a lot of Starbucks.
Well, thank you. This will be well used.
Absolutely. And then if you forget to eat on your trip to from Medina, we have cashew bars to drop a couple of those in with your coffee, so you don't get,
Very nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're very welcome. I'll get these numbers off because they think I'm a complete idiot. This is a can of soup because you won't have time for lunch, and
I've
people
already realized that.
yeah, people won't want to occupy more of your time, and so you have a soup and a valuable plate and soup bowl.
That they're like begging me not to drop right now, right?
Yep, exactly. I'll give you this big box. And I'm not stopping. I've got just loads of things here.
Man, you really got the short end of the stick with this, Nelson.
No comment. So, also the load of candies. This is to give to Jody, our executive assistant, who actually made me look good. And if you make sure you take care of her, this is a valuable tool to have.
Well, I think she needs more than this.
And the one thing we're learning a lot about is how to put out fires. So staff thought that you needed a fire extinguisher because you know how bad it is in all these fires that were being presented. So God bless you on that. That's actually full workable.
So I should be real careful when I set it down.
And last but not least is a bottle of wine, because after the long day of putting out fires, you're going to need a little beverage that you and Joe can have a little nip and enjoy yourselves after a long day.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Probably going to need it after this.
So on behalf of Coleman and you're welcome to Coleman Professional Services. Most importantly, the Right at Home. We hope that you bid often. You support the clients. It's what it's all about in serving the people who can't afford behavioral health, professional behavioral health. So thank you for your support, and we'll get it back to Stacia and Steve.
Feel free to open that bottle now, Patty, if you want. I'm feeling relieved because for a moment I thought I was going to be the new CEO and I hadn't been told. So
Well,
I just feel like really, whew, okay.
Patty, you would be fine at it. I mean,
Well, We really appreciate the leadership of both Hattie and Nelson, and we also appreciate all our sponsors tonight who have just stepped up in such a great way for this year's Still Right at Home event. And we're going to take a moment now. You're already seeing them scrolling on the screen, but we're going to take just a couple minutes to acknowledge them for all of their support.
Great. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. I mean, you guys are what makes this event a success and really helps our clients. As Nelson just said 1 second ago, that's what it's all about, is helping our clients. So thank you so much. Speaking of clients, we're going to hear now from Robin, who is a client of ours from Stark County. Robin had a successful career in education and really was a person that just helped people. And her life changed literally in an instant. And she never thought that one day she would be needing the services that she was recommending to others so often. So let's hear her story.
My name is Robin Smith. I am a former educator. I am a former ACA counselor. I had a bad heart valve, so I had open heart surgery. And they're not quite sure if it was during or after the surgery. Somewhere in there, I had some mini strokes. And unfortunately, I have what they call a pump brain. And I have short-term memory loss. My life is 51st dates every day. I can go to bed and have loss of memory from the day before. Coleman has kept me afloat. I use Coleman services for counseling and for case management. So those are the two services I receive from you all. And the case management services are everything, getting me out for groceries or whatever I need, getting me signed up for additional services, HEAP programs, and of course, just the counseling through your magnificent counselors who keep me on point and keep me in check. Because when I first started coming there to Coleman, I am stubborn, and to have someone call me on my stubbornness is a good thing. It's a very good thing. If you had asked me that a year and a half ago, angry woman, frustrated woman, bitter woman. Now it's par for the course. It's my day-to-day, and it's okay. And I got there through counseling because Robin was not getting there on her own. But through my counselors, like I said, I have nothing but praise. They got me to where I am now. Because if you had, we would not have been able to do this a year and a half ago. We would not have had this conversation because I've been like, I'm still angry, bitter, because this has happened to me at 54 years old. I should not be here. I should be working. I should be on my job. I should be thinking about vacationing. I shouldn't be worried about, okay, this is what you got to do. Make sure you do these things. Mark it on the calendar. If it was not for Coleman services, I wouldn't be here. I would be probably receiving different services from Coleman, not the services I'm receiving right now. Coleman has been and is that beacon, because I am in this river of confusion on some days. Coleman's staff, they're my counselors and my case managers. It's almost like they know, and they do this call. And they're like, you're not on my schedule, but I called you, or you were on my schedule, and maybe I didn't have it written down. I'm like, oh, well, yes, I'm right here. And they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm good. And they're there. And it's amazing that just that call is everything. So if it was not for Coleman, I don't know where I would be. You have this ability to reach out at the most important times when I don't even know that I need it. And it's important. It's important.
Wow, what a story.
Amazing. You know, Robin told us when she made that video that she just never gets emotional anymore. And what did we see at the end there but tears? She said that just doesn't happen in her life. But when she was talking about Coleman, those were tears of joy. She was genuinely touched and thankful for the care that she got from Coleman. And that's what it's all about. It's about our clients.
Happy tears in that case.
Those were happy tears.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. All right, it's 7:30 on the dot. Our raffles have now closed. We will be picking a winner and letting you know who won what in just a few minutes. I do want to let you know that our auction, though, will stay open until 8:30. So you do have another hour to keep on bidding. And just so you know, if you do win an item, you're going to get a text on your phone, and then we will also call you to arrange how we can get that item to you.
Manzanillo, Mexico, people. I'm telling you, you won't regret it.
Nope.
So get on there and bid. And if you don't win, really thank you for taking part tonight and watching our live broadcast. We hope you'll consider supporting Coleman with a donation, regardless of whether you win an auction item or a raffle item or not. So thank you all very much.
Yeah, we also want to give a couple more big shout outs, thank yous, especially to our Right at Home committee and our chair, Amanda Sen. This committee worked tirelessly on this unique opportunity to raise funds without being able to have an in-person event this year. We are thrilled that in doing so, we can include everyone and not charge for this virtual event. So again, thank you to our chairperson, Amanda Sen, Stephanie Fowler, Morgan Goldthwait, Tom Hatch, Bob Mayfield, George Mitchell, Tammy Mitchell, Jane Preston Rose, Sherry Rose, and Tammy Reinierson. Got him?
It's now time to draw the winners of the raffles.
I didn't know where the
So,
envelopes went,
the
and you
envelopes,
already had
please,
them.
which I have right here.
All right, so first we are going to do the winner of the beautiful painting behind me, and I'm going to open this, if I can figure out, there we go. The winner of Goose on Twin Lakes here is Suzanne Burns. Congratulations, Suzanne. It will look lovely in your home, I'm sure.
Congratulations. And so the mini bar, the mini bottles of various spirits to help you get through your holidays. The winner of that is Dia Ray.
Dia
Dia
Ray.
is our controller at
Oh,
at
congratulations,
Coleman, and
Dia.
She's in charge of the money, so she might need to have a little drink here or there just to keep us going. So
No, I don't think so.
Dia wins the mini bar.
I'm hoping for my name on this one.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do
So
it.
the Stock the Bar raffle winner is Tammy Reinierson, one of our great board members and a huge supporter.
She
of
deserves it
Coleman,
for all the
so-
work she's done on this,
and
too.
also a member of the committee.
Absolutely.
So congratulations, Tammy. That's awesome, and maybe some of us will get to share some of this with you. So
Maybe.
congratulations. That's awesome.
We want to also thank a couple of behind-the-scene guys here who have been making this all possible tonight. Wade and Kevin from the Cleveland Video Company, and they're giving us a thumbs up. We couldn't have done this, obviously, without them.
Yeah, they're awesome. The Cleveland Video Company. If you ever need these types of services, they're your guys. And I'd really love to thank my staff, too. They've just done a ton of work to get this event going with the committee. and getting sponsorships and all of that. It's really been a tough year with COVID, and Coleman Health Services has a wonderful development staff, really a wonderful staff across the board. But I really am appreciative of everything that our staff did to put this on, and a special thanks to Kathy Myers and her husband Tom for opening up their home to us tonight. We've got food and beverage on the other side of this wall here, and I'm sure we'll kick back just a little bit. But thank you all for all the work you did to put on this great event.
Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do it without you either, bidding on this and supporting Coleman throughout the years. So thank you. You have an hour left, though, to bid if you want one of those tremendous trips, if you want the fire pit, if you're a Buckeye fan or Browns fan. What else? The jewelry, the necklace. We've
The
got
ice presses. Don't forget the ice
for
presses.
the bourbon. I know.
This
You want
thing, you
yeah.
put a little cube of ice in, and it becomes a ball, and it keeps your bourbon cold. So, and get on there and bid on those ice presses.
That's right. Thanks, everyone.
Have a
we'll
great
see
night.
you next year, hopefully in person.
Thank you.
Good night.